doesn't love slow jazz? Welcome to Last Call, everyone. Joined once again.
Is that the energy that we start the last call with? I think the last call energy is more.
I'm so relaxed.
Oh my god!
Joined by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie, here to talk about episode 19. We can legally drink in the country that this podcast is being recorded in.
Last episode we could vote. This episode we could drink. What?
We can drink. The drinking age is 19 weeks old.
It is for me.
Nice.
Here to talk about episode 19.
One of my favorite episodes in a while.
That was great. That was a long boy.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I'm trying to remember everything
Yeah,
we
right.
did.
We ended up in the
now.
sewers and we started at the bar. We went full circle.
Oh
That
my
was
God,
quite nice.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
God.
But you
Shall we-
guys got delved a little bit more into Madame Pouch.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Shall we start at the start?
That was my question. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
quickly, just because Bar, for one, Layla is hilarious, but two, Dax doing his own
Dax
thing.
is up to something.
Oh, yeah.
Dax
what
is
he's
you're
up to.
familiar, right? That's kind of strange.
I've had Dex summoned the whole time.
It takes a lot of concentration.
yeah.
No,
he's up to something.
yeah, and I just didn't feel like I should confront him yet because I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to be a good parent in a way, or like good friend, but
Let
just
him
like
figure it out.
let him figure it out. Like, you know, dating a guy with a motorcycle, like, you know, it's a life lesson. You got to figure
Yeah.
it out. You got to
Yeah.
do your thing.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Minx and Dax dating
Just
confirmed?
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
Does Minx
sorry.
own
Dax
a
is just
motorcycle?
Sorry, Minx and Wink.
Wink.
Sorry, forgot.
Yeah. right.
God.
Just the alleyway.
But no,
yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But
And him taking that money but not finding anything. What did he use that money for?
I'm curious.
I
hope
well-
it's to feed his family.
I think it's something to do with his family, right?
What I
if he
was-
has kids. Sorry.
oh, maybe his kids. But no, because as soon as we came into this, like, I was not expecting this underground secondary location to exist in this way, and I'm just like, did Dax know about it? Like, I don't know. I was just kind of like gonna ask, like,
Immediate mistrust.
can I see his face
Distrust.
during this time? Like, does he look scared also? Does he look like he's been here before? Like, that kind of vibe was
Yeah.
it. Like, that was kind of going on in my head nearing the end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
concerned about my buddy because he doesn't really have reason to not tell me.
Yeah,
that-
I
And it doesn't seem like you guys keep a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
So
So that's concerning.
Is it
Yeah.
Minx's birthday soon? Maybe he's getting you a gift.
I mean, that's up to you, Minx. When's
I'm
Minx's
sorry,
birthday?
did Dylan join the last call?
Oh,
or is
sorry, I
that-
forgot. Sorry, I went into Dylan mode.
Yeah, where'd
okay.
Mike go?
Is it your character's birthday soon? Does that sound more like me?
That'd be funny.
Partly.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely
it
not.
wasn't even the voice; it was the question.
the type of question.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if Minx
Um,
was born on Hallows Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Oh.
so good.
Yeah. So we went from the bar, then
y-
we went to
You
the
passed
pouch,
by. Well, you passed by
the store.
Femme Feline.
Yeah,
Femme feline.
which was a
Which
great.
looks very
The femme
fancy.
fatales,
Yeah.
feminine,
Uh,
felines.
Eventually
Yeah.
reaching the
Well,
pouch.
we also passed the barracks, which I'm excited to go back to.
Oh,
I
I
can't
really,
wait.
I really want to figure out what's going on with the Tyler crew.
if we get time,
we have to meet
really-
Tyler at this point.
And if we don't meet him before we go to the Feywild and level up another 4 times and come back different people and stuff like
And
that.
I literally keep imagining this moment in my mind where you guys finally meet up. Tyler cracks a joke, and I'm just waiting. Is it going to be a really bad joke
Is
that
it gonna-
you laugh your ass off to, or is Tyler actually really
funny?
funny?
I don't know.
Can't wait.
I don't know.
Can't wait. for
The
that
only
moment.
humor clue we'll ever enjoy in his life.
This is the thing. I'm not even sure which direction Chris is going
I'm
to take
sure
it.
he's already figured it out, and he just can't wait. He's glowing right now.
Yeah.
Listen, I think my favorite thing to do is, and it's very cruel, is
Not give
to-
us any information.
Not necessarily that, but like give you guys a deadline of like important stakes, but then also throw things in that like you
Yeah,
really want
I
to do.
know,
But,
I
like,
Just
know.
pepper
I just
in
want to
fun
explore
things.
Hey,
it so
at some
bad.
point
I
in
know.
this campaign, we're going to ham-fist it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You mean we're not?
Even if we're level 12 and we've got gods to deal with,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk to Tyler.
So we gotta go find this Tyler guy.
yeah,
This Tyler guy is the most important.
he is
Screw
so
the
fucking
Fae.
funny.
You need us to save this continent? Well, we gotta
Mom, I'll
find
be back
Tyler.
in a year.
Yeah,
but yeah, you got to Madame Pouch's mansion.
Yes, who also didn't give us much information about her
No.
missing fucking.
You know what I realized
contraband.
we didn't talk to her at all about?
What?
The approaching
A lot.
army and the fact that she hasn't left the city, so she's not
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
properly threatened or anything.
Yeah,
Like-
no.
She probably knows about everything. Well, she's so
Well,
far in
she definitely knows, but like,
Here's the thing. I think Madame Pouch. I mean, at that point when you're that far into the center of the city, you're steps away from the king. Essentially,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're feeling pretty safe,
fair.
right?
I feel like she's a smart business.
And
She's
then
a
also-
smart lady. She would-
Also, 100% Madame Pouch would say fuck it and play both sides if she needed to. If Ferritin gets in there,
I don't know.
if Ferritin gets in there, takes over, I bet you Madame Pouch would be like, I have some
I get
wonderful
the-
connections.
Well,
for
she's
you."
literally storing all her money in her plants, which I think is like the most hilarious.
that
like,
was so fucking.
like I
why?
wanted to start looking
Why-
around and seeing
why?
if like other plants were just like bloated to be like we could just cut it over.
Yeah, just-
just start taking money.
'Cause, like,
Uh,
which is funny because that also means that technically she's probably not funding anything to do with the war.
Yeah.
Like
I still
anyways,
can't get the thought of a Madame Pouch like in the evenings or like at night at like 3 a.m. getting the zoomies and just like jungle cat
that
running
was
around.
my favorite thing in a
Jumping
while.
she gets the zoomies at some point. She gets all crazy.
I-
Bernard stays in his room. He
I
knows
felt
what's
a little.
he hears the growl.
Yeah.
He's Bernard's just
I felt a
quiet in
little
his-
AWOL in the moment in that conversation, and I just wanted to pull some shit.
I
As
know.
Clue wanted to pull some shit.
It was very goofy.
But she called you out right away. Like your personas
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
It was
But-
hilarious that it was from the bar though, because she called me ill, and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
Yeah, that's a really funny thing, Chris. Kudos to you for that.
Thank you. I did have to listen back to episode 18 and listening to the bar. Like you called yourself Clue Standy.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
But you
Well, you were
but you
talking
called
to
yourself
Layla.
Illin, so
Yeah, well, is Layla the snitch?
I don't
Maybe.
know. Who knows?
Who knows?
No, honestly, at that point, like, fine, I'm cool with Layla being. Madame
You're cool with
Pouch's
Layla
snitch.
being anything.
It's true. It's true.
Stop being
she's
weird with
pretty
Layla.
Yo, she's sick.
I know.
Yeah.
So you
So we made it to the pouch.
With
you made it
no
to the couch.
information.
You didn't go
Yes.
on any of the couches, Mike, because unfortunately there were no couches.
There were no
inside.
couches,
Yeah.
but you know what? Rogar has some lovely couches
Mm.
that I'm
But
sure
Rogar-
belong to Madame Pouch. So that would be like
I
sitting.
don't think his priority was stealing her couches. Chris can confirm or deny however he pleases, but I don't think the contraband, as she
Yeah.
put it, that he stole
Yeah.
were just a bunch of couches.
I feel it feels very boss battle. Like you walk in
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
sitting on the throne, and right behind him is the stuff that you're trying to take.
It does feel like very video game.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
video game in that regard. I
yeah,
can't wait.
Which means, are we gonna fight? I don't know.
we have to
Okay,
fight
we'll get to
Rogar.
that in a second.
we will.
Like,
We will. Back
so-
to Pouch.
So Pouch's house
Pouch's house.
Pouch's house
is
Pouch
House's
house.
Pouch.
Right after Blue's Clues, it's Pouch House.
Pouch house.
Yeah.
Awesome. So cool.
I have a burning thought.
Mm-hmm.
What is up with the eyes?
Put it out!
Put it out. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys scared the fuck out of me. That was terrifying. The fact that you both did it at the same time. Jesus, I thought my house was on fire for a second.
That was really good.
That was really good. You guys, I got got.
You
Hey,
jumped
I
up.
got got.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Anyways,
I'm going
go
for
on.
The eyes. I'm very curious about the eyes.
and
How does
why
that work?
the Dragonborn is using cat's eyes for his followers.
But do we know they're cat's eyes or are they dragon eyes?
We
I
just
think
know-
that's what Mike said. Not Mike.
Mike?
Chris.
I think they're
Chris.
just slit golden eyes.
So
They could be lizard eyes, right?
Yeah.
So the individuals who you noticed had these eyes were Wink and
The shovel
salesman.
I'm so sorry about that, Chris. That was
Listen,
like the first person that Dylan would go to is the
It's
shovel
my
salesman.
favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
listen, I can write all the notes I want, but I end up throwing half of them away anyways because I know that you guys will get up to shenanigans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's something to do with the eyes. Don't know too much about them yet, but
So we can't. You won't be able to tell us right now if they're feline or dragonborn eyes.
I think I have described them in a sense as being very cat-like slits.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I thought so,
So
too.
not necessarily reptilian.
Yeah.
Because I didn't describe the cobalt eyes in those ways. I just kind of described them as reptilian eyes, but it was very clear in saying like it was very yellow eyes with like pupils
I
as
wonder
like
if
cat
they're
slits.
Madame
Yeah.
Pouch's spies.
Well, that's the thing
Like
that I'm
Wink
so.
is pulling a double.
I
Shout out to Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons. Double.
Launch,
maybe.
double, double.
Oh, maybe.
I'm so curious because I'm just like, I'm very afraid of us now because of what Wink said to us going into that room.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it might have just been like a back at the finger thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, oh no, are we getting like added to the cult now? And we're just all going to get like an eye taken?
We're not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah, he said don't come out with it. I hope you don't come out with an extra finger or some shit like
I
that.
hope you don't come out as only a finger.
No.
I don't know,
What did he
it was-
say? Oh, shoot.
I think that's what I said.
Something
Oh,
like that.
Only a
okay.
finger. Oh, okay.
Never mind. I thought I thought he didn't say anything about a finger at all.
Oh, so that whole ending of me just being like, cat eyes. We're going to be cats.
That's why it hit me more because I was
Well,
just
'cause
like,
I was
we're
like,
going
to get the eyes or
yeah.
like something's going to happen to us.
I've been playing too much.
All right,
Baldur's
Chris, you
Gate.
got a week or two to change the script.
Yeah.
I don't want cat eyes, Chris.
Okay.
I want
I've
cats.
already got
your eyes have
nobody-
already changed.
My eyes have already changed once.
You're the
this campaign.
only one that doesn't have dark vision in this party.
No, but I've got dark eyes. So
Yeah, it's the
that's
same
fine.
thing.
Right. And you don't remember that they changed.
No, I remember. I just don't care.
No, that got wiped. No?
No.
Oh, no, you're right.
Wait.
No, it didn't get wiped. It didn't get wiped. Because that was at the bar before.
That was before.
Yeah.
I
No, that didn't get wiped.
don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't think that got wiped.
Anyway,
No.
fair.
Anywho, that's
Point is-
episodes away.
Um,
But yeah, moving on from Madame Pouch, you guys conducted your.
really
if you want to
quickly-
keep on,
Yeah,
Sam,
let's keep
I
with
love Madame
with the
Pouch.
pouch, she is so cool, and Maggie made the joke in the episode that that's how Clue would flirt. Clue might, we might
I
make
like
that
that.
happen.
I
That's
like that.
really fucking hilarious.
Endless pouch of Sleepy Valley.
Yeah.
Valley.
Oh,
The
I've got
Sleepy
my
Valley.
notes too, guys. For the first time ever, I've taken notes in D&D.
That's
I played D&D for
hilarious.
So
years.
proud.
Can you read them?
Yeah. Well, I'm
You're
not
already better than Mike.
No, I can read everything.
Wow, they're so nice. You've got such nice handwriting.
Thank you.
It
Femme
does look like a
feline,
true journal.
Elegant suits.
God, it's
Madame
like
Pouch.
too clean. Everything's
Like
numbered.
mine does
and-
look gross.
No, but yours
like,
is good. But like more
Yeah.
like train of thought. Hartley
Hartley's
looks like
looks
he's
like
been working at an accounting
They'd be
agency.
in a they'd be in
Endless
like a
pouch
film.
of the Sleepy
We're crunching
Valley.
the numbers.
Yes.
Endless.
That's what
pouch of
I
the
read,
Sleepy
and I didn't.
Valley.
I just looked for the general 5-word blob,
Yeah.
and that's how I knew that. That's you had to scroll through tiny text. You fit 7 pages of my notes onto 1 page. No
Yes.
wonder, and you're reading it like an old man too, where you do the pen scroll.
pen is
So I know
falling.
where I'm reading.
I don't
Oh
think
my
you can
goodness.
like criticize his notes when he can at least read them.
You know what? Everyone can criticize whatever they'd like.
That's true.
As
We
long-
know that
as
based
long
on
as they
That's
don't
politics.
any
violate.
shirt I wear to these recording sessions.
That's so funny. Speaking of which, I love your shirt today.
Curling and tacos.
Yeah,
It's
that-
back, baby.
Oh, I was gonna make up another one.
we should. Sorry.
No.
I was saying we should make a specific little like stinger whenever Chris is wearing that shirt, and it should be a mix of like a curling sound and like I don't know. Give me a taco sound.
Taco
Like,
shell
like a
being
crunchy
munched.
taco and
Bueno.
yeah.
So
Leaving Madame Pouches.
leaving pouch.
Yes.
Yeah,
to-
you guys
went
did
and
your
explored.
investigations, which,
Right.
by the way, oh my god, you guys are so good.
Yes, I did.
So
Yes, you
I
did.
had
Dylan carried.
I had like 6 tiers of information.
Yes.
You guys got through like 5 tiers of information. So the
Nice.
only information you didn't get was if you had rolled in at 20.
Yeah. Which
Wait.
makes sense.
Yeah,
You're-
you rolled a 19 plus 20.
Yeah.
Plus 2.
Oh, I did.
You
Yeah.
got above
Ah,
a 20,
shoot.
and I had a tier like 20 plus. So
Nice.
you got that information was
Sick.
about the kobolds.
Oh.
Yes. Because again, I didn't know how you guys were going to approach the situation when you went back to the Amber Lantern, but you potentially almost got into a fight right there
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
speakeasy.
I really wanted to.
Well, here's the thing.
Ugh.
I did too because it was one of the best, most tense moments of our
Yes.
whole campaign.
And it just-
we
Yeah.
let the tenseness kind of fall a little bit because we didn't know whether we could take them, didn't know whether we wanted to fight,
Yeah.
anything like that. But it was literally like palpable
Yeah.
in the room. It was so
It,
good.
it was between me as Wink and Maggie as Minx, and once again, we were sitting on opposite ends
Yeah,
of the
and,
table.
so good,
Mike and I
Chris.
were literally here in silence, and the silence was like you could bite into it.
Your heads were
And-
moving like watching a tennis match. It
And
was so good.
it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I was this close to being like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It
Get
felt like
up
a-
and start swinging.
It felt like
too.
a Western where like things start like very kind of like casual, and all of a sudden like the change at the table
Just
shifts.
a change of tone.
Thanks for role playing, Chris. Thank you.
Oh,
That's what I'm here
Okay.
for. That's what I'm here
The
for.
cat eyes. I'm so curious about the cat eyes.
But I'm sad we didn't get to talk to the little elf man that fell off the fucking mountain or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Going back to
Oh.
I just dangle things in front
Yeah,
of you.
I
again.
know.
But you know what? He didn't have anything to say. He said he was going to say, I tried to climb it. It takes too long to climb.
We don't know now.
Is
though.
that you? I'm your grandfather. I couldn't make it to the Fae this time.
Once again,
Oh
the
my
only
God.
elves Dylan meets are ones that are related to him in
This
some
is
way.
Thorol's brother.
Incredible.
I bet you it is.
Jeez.
So we then made it through
that-
that altercation down into
Yeah.
the sub basement.
The sewers.
I was-
sewers.
It was like weird though, because I was just like, the only reason I didn't start, sorry, I just want to say this. The only reason I didn't want to start something in the bar and the reason I wanted to lighten it was because I was like, we still don't know where the fuck this guy
Yeah,
is.
no,
and I
I
don't think
agree.
he's sitting around in this
know.
bar.
I agree.
And the fact that we then went to like an unmarked door with it, like
We needed
it-
to, we couldn't have.
yeah,
Unless
well,
we had somehow beaten
with
them
another
all up
scheme.
and then like
befriended
held
the
him to the throat.
kobolds. Yeah, like,
or force someone to tell us.
Yeah.
There were a number of ways that that situation could have gone that could have
Yeah.
led you to like where you are right now.
Yeah.
It could have been you guys managed to do the fight pretty successfully and like gotten the information out of Wink or have him led you there. Or you guys could have lost this fight and have been dragged
there.
in front of Rogar essentially. There was a number of ways that it could have gone. And once again, I didn't know what way was more likely if that fight did start because I don't plan fights based off difficulty. I plan the fights off what sounds cool.
And we love you for it.
And I love like that feeling of like, especially in Western movies where it's like all of a sudden you realize you are surrounded in the
Yeah.
bar that you just
Yeah.
didn't see. That was just-
everybody stands up and leaves except for the people there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that
good.
takes place in all the best spy movies.
Yeah.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
and it was almost
happens.
it
Ugh.
was almost set up in the previous episode because you went down there
Yeah.
and like there were a bunch of kobolds around
Yeah.
things that you didn't know
Yeah.
like, what they were doing, and all of a sudden you kind of realized, oh, they're there with Wink.
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't make that connection where I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be a room full of like his Goonies. I didn't make that connection till we got down there.
I've got a little segment really
Mm.
quick. It's the metagame moment. Are we gonna fight this guy? Are we gonna fight him without weapons?
oh man,
Well, we don't have weapons.
I know, but are we
so
gonna fight him?
It's
You
you
have
guys
your shovels.
You guys have magic.
No,
Well,
Dylan does not have his shovels.
I don't have my
Wait,
shovels.
You don't
what?
have
No,
No.
because they were sharp. He took them.
yeah,
I was
really?
this close. I didn't. He
Yeah.
caught me with them. I put him down. He's like, "Oh, are these weapons?" And I was like, "Shit!" And then at that
Oh,
point,
I thought you were allowed to keep
you were like,
them.
you were like, they're sharp or something. And he's like, "Oh,
I
then
did. I said because I
And
was
then-
just like, oh, I meant it to kind of be like, oh,
ha,
he's a
ha, ha,
child.
He's a child." But he was like, "Oh,
blah.
if they're sharp, definitely put it
Yeah.
down." And I was like, "Fuck."
Which
Shit.
was-
Because
Yeah,
I
I shouldn't have done anything.
I thought we were going into this fight with you
No.
with your weapons,
No.
Maggie with her spell orbs, and me with my spell orb, which admittedly gives me nothing.
but here's the thing: he's
like
really,
I have no spell orbs. I would be wild magic only. Like
Yeah,
that's
which would be kind of fun to
which-
see for the first time in the
it w-
campaign. But
like that's my main option, right? And I got like daggers.
So the orbs themselves gives you safe magic, gives you
Control.
structure.
Yeah.
So you're still able to cast magic. It's just people don't do that because then they get into the whole uncontrollable, unknown aspect of it. It's like if I cast magic without the element orbs, what else is going to happen?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there is some risk with that.
well,
Because
here's
that's
the thing.
exactly what I was looking at when we were walking down through the tunnels. That's
So Rogar is afraid of magic.
Mhm.
Apparently, he's terrified of it. So if anything, that could give us like an exit plan out of the room at
Yeah.
least, or something.
Mhm.
But speaking of Rogar, yeah, he just seems like a big Madame Pouch wannabe,
Yeah, he does.
and I feel like with his accent too. Like I'm really wondering if he's putting it on because he
Yeah.
wants to be Madame Pouch. Because that's the vibe that I got when I walked in.
I know. I
He
kind
was
of want to
like,
make fun of him.
I am Madame Pouch.
Hello.
And I'm like, oh,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like, yeah,
It's
exactly.
me, Rogar.
Yeah, I just
That's
feel like
so
I
funny.
feel like he might be putting it on.
We
But
are
German
gonna
boy.
hold him to that. We're gonna try.
We
And,
might be able to break this guy.
I hope so. So we might fight him.
Cool that there's a whole sewer system of kobolds.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Underground sewer city.
Oh.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I completely forgot about something as well that came up in this episode, where the whole situation of Madame Pouch letting you know that if you guys had to get to the mountain in like 3 days or 4 days, she might have been able to do that on her own.
Oh yeah.
But because
we took the time,
you took the time to get to the city.
Option,
yeah. So
well, Chris, you made us take the time.
I did not.
I know.
I gave you that option
a
couple episodes ago.
We would have been exhausted. Every option has its repercussions.
Well, we would be going into this fight with at least one
level of exhaustion. Yeah, which wouldn't be great.
My brain just went.
But maybe then we wouldn't have even needed it because we would have already been on our way to the mountain.
No, because we'd still have to do this thing for Pouch. She'd just be able to get us there after.
So we probably have to do this earlier.
My brain just went to a place where it was just like, oh, but we have sewer systems. They must go. And I was like, why would they build sewers all the way up the mountain? And I was like, aqueducts.
Yeah.
Then
The Roman Empire. How many times do you guys think about that? How many times do you guys think about the Roman Empire?
Yeah, pretty often, actually.
You
know what?
Don't. Yes. You know what?
Do you just think about Sparta?
No. Out of all of us, I'm going to say Hartley definitely thinks about it.
Hartley, name me 5 things about the Roman Empire.
I have Meditations by Marcus Aurelius on my beside my desk right now.
Okay.
I can literally
Marcus
show you.
Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius was...
Even I know that.
Who's that? Is he the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
Did you watch Gladiator?
Marcus Aurelius.
Like once.
Huh?
Is he the actor? Is he the main actor?
No, that's
he's
Russell.
He's the actor in Gladiator. He's the actor in Gladiator.
He's a philosopher.
Listen, I haven't thought about the Roman Empire until I saw this trend recently.
Yeah, no,
So-
you know what, Mike? That's fine.
That's normal, right?
Yeah.
But they were so cool, guys.
Do you ever just
Oh
sit?
my
So do you just like
God.
sit on the toilet and you're like, we have toilets because of the Roman Empire?
No, but I do think about sewers and how the aqueducts traveled water uphill, which is such a fucking crazy thing for that time. Fucking
You know what that makes me
BC?
think of?
Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool.
the-
BC, they
Yeah,
took
of course.
water
No, of
out of
course.
fresh water, guys. They took fresh water out of fucking streams and traveled them up hills to cities, to Rome, so people could have fresh water direct. And they had in the aqueducts, they had filtration systems that would filter out all of
All
the
the shit.
residue, so that literally it was like. It was as good as they could have
So
done.
are you really thinking about the Roman Empire, or are you really just thinking about aqueducts?
Guys, aqueducts are fucking awesome. Aqueducts are so
but that's
cool.
like, you know what's even cooler? Water towers.
And the Academy
really.
Award
Water towers
goes
are
to
sick.
Marcus Aurelius.
Who's Marcus Aurelius?
He was a
Watch Gladiator.
He was a philosopher.
Yeah.
Did he have a stone? Wow. All right.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
the
send you a
sewers
photo
don't
of-
go to the mountains, so
Yes.
we need the help of another person, potentially the fucking king.
well,
I think
yeah.
the king, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be cool.
And we might have
excited
to, if we meet him, he might ask us a favor.
I'm going to read
Do we think she actually can get us to the king?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know. She lives in a jungle house, which is massive. So I feel like if you could accomplish that.
You're gonna accomplish
What ring is she in?
3.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there.
There's-
What ring is Morden in?
1.
Moradin, the god.
Meldar.
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 One.
Yeah. He said that it's the only thing built into the mountain.
Yeah.
They're almost neighbors.
They're
Almost.
close.
Pretty
They're
close. They definitely know each
Stone's
other.
Throw.
They're a couple
100%.
streets over. You
They
know?
definitely meet at events and political parties. And
When the neighborhood gets
Just
together, they
events.
probably frequent each other. Yeah.
Bet you Madame Pouch plays the congressman.
The
I'm
congressman.
not sure what that means.
What are you talking
Say
about?
more,
Are
Mike.
you inferring that
I
Madame?
might just say less.
Are you also inferring that Madame Pouch has her guys?
Madame Pouch has her guys.
Okay, sorry, but she does seem like she has her guys though, because she does seem to because she's like, I don't want to break my good relationships with people in the city, and I'm like, okay, you mob boss of a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
she 100% is she's got some shady shit.
this
going
is
on.
one
And I
guy that
love
used
it.
to work for her, and he's just king of the kobolds now.
Yeah.
That's also kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what other people are you owning?
All I'm hoping is we come out of this with a good relationship with her, and that we can
And a
keep
cat
her
eye.
as a character and as a resource going forward in the campaign. That'd be so fucking cool.
You
she
wanna
seems to be. She has.
Wife her up, so that's
I might
like,
You should
the
definitely
goal
sleep with
there.
her.
sleep with it. We went 2 different directions here, and one was more wholesome.
And it wasn't the one playing the teenager.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like those two things go hand in hand.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you're not wrong.
At some point, it's got to be consummated.
Either way, getting intimate in the greenhouse.
But you're right, Maggie. And even like she said so, like she can solve this problem on her own if she wants,
That's
but
the
she
thing.
doesn't want to get her hands dirty.
Yeah.
Right? Because she still likes to curry favors and play above everyone. Like,
I also love curry flavors.
okay, we need to wrap this up now.
No, not yet.
But yeah, she definitely instills that confidence and that like I don't have to worry about anything. Like her gate was wide open when you guys like first showed up there. Like everyone else was secluded and gated up, but she's like, what do I have to worry about?
Yeah.
Like I have so much sway and influence in this city where like I can get things done without having to lift a finger.
Literally, just I don't have to lock my doors.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well.
Clue's gonna continue to like neg and flirt. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be awesome. All right. So the next segment of the last call where we answer some of our listener questions.
Oh,
wait.
wait.
No one sent
No one
anything,
said anything
in.
Oh.
Send it.
Send it.
Send some
questions. Sorry, I don't know.
What's going on?
But once again, thank you for everyone who
No,
sent in
wait.
questions to the Q&A.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I did want to say I would love for us to just go around and just quickly just shout out anything we've been like listening to, watching. If there's anything, I don't know. I feel like it'd be nice to just sort of like talk a little bit
what
about
are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing as folks?
Dude,
you know?
I've got
At this
so
point, we're not
much.
going to talk about the campaign, so you can head out. Or if you want to just hear about a little bit, just anything that you've been
Okay.
listening to. Oh,
Bye, Chris.
is leaving.
Bye.
Oh, you're not talking to... Oh, okay. You're talking
Yeah,
to
just like
listeners.
anything that, you know.
Why don't you start?
I have been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Which one?
The very first one.
I feel like you
Okay.
just
Okay.
created the segment just so you could tell
talk
everyone
about
that
Roller
you're playing
Coaster
Roller Coaster
Tycoon.
Tycoon.
Listen, I may or may not have, but the original, no, but there's a lot of podcasts that do this too, and I thought it's always really nice to sort of hear what things people are listening to. You never know, you might hear something and be like, oh, that sounds actually really interesting. I might want to do that. But for me, like listening, for example, to NatPod all the time, love. NatPod, they're fantastic. I feel like that goes across the board for some of us. All the other big D&D things, but specifically what I've been playing recently
Is Roller Coaster
is Roller Coaster
Tycoon.
Tycoon. But here's the thing. Here's the
Okay.
kicker. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. There's actually a cracked version called OpenRCT, which you can download, and it has the original 1 and 2 with all of the expansions plus some mods. And the coolest thing is that you can play it multiplayer.
Can you link me to
That's
this?
pretty cool.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
100%. You can play it multiplayer on the same server.
That's pretty sick.
So you can just like sit down and essentially build your own like park with a
Empire.
friend with however many people you want. But it's the original OG 1 and 2, which are by far the best
Yeah.
Roller Coaster
Yeah.
Tycoon
Wow.
games.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 2
You
was
definitely made this segment
Remember-
to talk
He
about
did.
Roller
He
Coaster
did.
Tycoon.
Remember getting them? Remember
Get
getting them
that
in
ready.
cereal boxes?
I know.
I got my
Yeah.
first one in a cereal box.
Oh man.
That was fun.
Remember video game cereal box?
I remember when
Pajama
I
Sam?
yeah, I remember that as well.
Okay, specifically on that note, I do have a night thing.
Yes.
This isn't where I was gonna go with this.
No,
But
it's
you're-
fine.
now it is.
Now it is.
Okay, there was a video game that came, and I need to talk to people about this because I found it online again, and it's terrifying, and I hate it.
Okay.
But there was a cereal game, and it was like, it wasn't Disney's Villainous, but it was basically a story where Jiminy Cricket talks to you, and it's like all of the Disney happy endings in the books get ripped out by the villains.
Oh.
And you have to go into each of those stories with Jiminy Cricket and help save those
That
stories.
sounds
Wow.
familiar.
But they are
sounds
so
awesome.
fucked up as a
That
child to
sounds
play
like
them.
Kingdom Hearts.
Because
Oh,
what
wow.
happened, like you go into the Snow White one and you're just watching the witch make a poison cauldron, and one by one she starts taking the dwarves and killing them downstairs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like
This is a Disney game?
This is a Disney game.
From a cereal box?
From the 90s. I love that.
Like,
What
you
cereal
have
is
to
this?
do-
Like Raisin
Fucking
Bran?
Cheerios. Cheerios is evil.
You have to make Dumbo perform at the circus without dying, or he'll just keep dying, and you have to keep retrying.
Rated E for everyone.
Wow. That's
And it's the most like I looked at it now, and I
you've
looked
been
up a video.
playing this?
Well, I looked up a video
She's
of
on her
it now
20th playthrough.
as an adult, and
Gotta
I was
watch
like,
Dumbo
"Oh,
die
okay,
again."
like
Yeah.
it's not that bad as an adult." Like I see how it could have just been like 10 and up or something, but like I got it as a child, and I was
Yeah.
like, all of my heroes are dying, and I
Wow.
wasn't good enough at games to save them most of the time, and I
it's
didn't
my fault.
I didn't understand how to
That's
look
so
stuff
funny.
up to help me.
Yeah.
And so no, it was just trauma as a kid. But it's a great. But it's
a great game.
Save it. Save
8
it,
out of
Maggie.
10 would
Um,
play again.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like
we'll find
Disney villains or something.
Okay.
But it was like definitely where I don't know. I haven't played any of the villainous stuff, but like hearing about that with Disney, I was like, oh, is that what this
Yeah.
is? But no, it's like it's very flat looking when you see the playthrough and stuff. But it's you have to fight Captain Hook on a mast of a ship and not fall off. And if you just fall off, there's like scary little music as you're falling into a dark pit of ocean. Anyways,
that sounds traumatic.
But I will say on a side note, if anybody is playing Baldur's Gate 3, because that's where most of my time's been going.
Nice.
If you're playing the Ethel storyline at any point, and you end up like going through and doing the thing, and you have to make a thing with the eyes. If anybody's played through it, you'll know what it is. I don't want to ruin any story.
Yeah, don't. Because
basically, what ends up happening with the Ethel thing is what I think is going to happen in this room now. With this cult thing
in this
or something like that. Anyway, so like basically, if you listen to both of the stories, let me know what you think about it, and who knows, maybe it won't even happen in this game. So Maggie just
went down the horror route for her part of this segment.
I think, Chris, are you just ripping things off of Baldur's Gate now? Oh, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
To be fair,
No, I have not started playing Baldur's Gate 3.
But you want it.
How
has it been so far?
Oh, I've been having a great time.
Yeah, it's awesome. I can't wait to play co-op.
I played on Mac though, so I just got the full release like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But I played early access for a little bit of time.
Yeah, co-op is great.
Not that long,
but I played split screen for a little bit. Really cool, and just like it's just the crazy all the things that you can do. I instantly took everyone's clothes and I made everyone naked.
Man, I got.
What's your class?
Oh, I'm oh my god.
There's no class with him. Did you hear what he just said? I am no class. This is class.
I'm a dragonborn, an ice breathing dragonborn.
Named Rogar?
And I'm a barbarian.
Oh,
nice, very
interesting.
Yes.
Very
I think
cool.
his name is Morgus.
Ooh,
Or
Morgus the
Morgad.
Dorgus.
I don't know.
What about you, Chris?
Well, I spend a lot of time planning for this D&D campaign. So in my free time, to change things up, I listen to a lot of D&D.
Yeah.
Been listening to the NADPod, and then I just recently got into Dimension 20's Never After campaign.
So
Speaking of fairy tales that are completely
it is
warped.
so good.
And then playing a little Hogwarts Legacy here and there. But
Nice.
yeah, just delving into fantasy and adventure and all that.
Stay surrounded.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How about you, Heart Dog?
I'm the Heart Dog. Heart Dog is into. I do a lot of. I'm the perfect media consumer. So I just finished the. Sorry,
do you have a business card?
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you very much.
Every time you and I mine anything, we mine the full thing.
Can I?
I just finished the full Red Rising trilogy maybe like a month ago. It's okay.
Isn't it past a trilogy now?
There's 6 books. There's just there's an original trilogy, and then I don't know. Point is, it's good. I got through all of it, so it clearly kept me around. But it's so weird because I'm interested. I read a lot of like epic fantasy, long books. Like Brandon Sanderson is my favorite author, and like the first book, my favorite book is 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
So going to a fantasy sci-fi book that is like 250, I just feel like it's moving so fast that I can't even I miss full scenes, and I don't know, it feels weird.
Yeah.
But I've been reading that. I've been playing. I'm on the one of the final fights in Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh right, you've been playing that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, sick.
Dope.
Dope.
What else? I think. The last thing I've been watching, The Wheel of Time.
I have
2.
too.
Is
it good?
It's better than season 1.
Season 1 fucking blows, especially if you've read the books.
But you've got it's
even if you haven't read the books, it's not great. Season 2, way better.
I've noticed
than
an
season
improvement from season 2.
Better budget, better writing, better plot development.
It's good.
Everything's better.
That's good to know.
And did anybody here read the any of the books? There's 15 Wheel of Time books.
Nope.
No, I read up to 6 or 7.
No,
I might continue.
I'm watching the One Piece show on.
I was gonna say I completely forgot, but did you watch the anime?
No, I didn't. I feel like I've watched like a couple episodes of.
I read
a long time ago.
The first 1,000 chapters. Of
you probably got deep into it.
Out of they're at like.
But it's good. I'm liking it. It's a little. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
What?
live action wacky.
Live action, but I just feel like that's
Oh.
One Piece, though, right? Like I feel like because I haven't seen the anime, I'm not like quite in tune with the world.
Like it's very true to like the style of the anime.
Well, it gets
yeah.
great reviews because it is very true to the story.
Yeah.
However, the story is something that it's hard to make live action because it is
so wacky.
Drawing somebody with little whippy arm things like
don't get me wrong. The SFX is the VFX are really good.
They're good. I liked
it.
Plot.
I just think
lose it a little.
for me. It's like it's hard because the characters are so like their personalities are very specific to the characters that they are, which I think in a drawn format makes a lot more sense
because you're
but
not
seeing
building
them as
three-dimensional
humans, right? And
they should
acting
have
in that
more
way. It just feels like
diversity.
in
character.
No, not diversity in character. Just I think like the personalities. It's very hard for me to like attach those personalities with the people because they feel very over the top. But I feel like if I was watching the anime itself and they were animated, that would make a lot more sense. But regardless, I haven't stopped watching it, so it's
cool.
I've been
Is it
having
worth
the
watching?
best time.
It's great. Yeah,
Like
I'm really enjoying it.
I haven't seen it at
Yeah,
all.
it's very
It gets
good.
great reviews.
I didn't watch the anime, but like I read a lot of manga and I watch a lot of other anime, and I've just hated so many live action remakes. I think that this was so refreshing. I was like, wow, this is actually very playful, very fun.
Yeah.
Like I like all of the characters.
What's your favorite anime? Sorry to cut you off.
Honestly, the one that I think I've watched the most of a singular is Parasite.
I love Parasite.
Really good.
Yeah, like because it's just so fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it, and also I was trying to explain to somebody how the entire first cinematic for Baldur's Gate is just Parasite.
Yeah,
and I've just been having that fun,
Right, it is
conversation with people.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh
shit, I forgot about that show.
Yeah,
completely.
it's because it's so weird. Anyway, whenever people are like, "What would you suggest?" Is like a quick little watch through, and I'm like,
Parasite.
"That."
Parasite. 100%.
Yeah, you want to get
First
sad
season
for
was
a bit
great,
and a little fucked up. That one.
Yeah.
I'm a Mob Psycho 100. I love Mob Psycho 100.
Nice.
Anyone? No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
no.
it's fun.
Full Metal Alchemist still number one for me.
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist
Will
Brotherhood
always be.
is still one of the best TV shows ever. Just best shows done. I love that show.
Yeah.
But no, very cute time to watch One Piece.
Yeah.
I again, just like I don't really care always about all the characters they throw into things,
Of
and so that's
course.
really nice
Yeah,
to just
of
actually
course.
give a shit.
Yeah, and the production quality is fantastic. Everything looks amazing. The actors are great, and the thing just moves. It's quite nice. There's always something new going on.
Pacing's fun.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's wrap it
our
up.
longest last call of life.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening to The Last Call, as well as the things that we've been
Thanks,
watching in our
guys.
free time, or at least 2 months ago, if by the time you're listening to this.
Why don't you throw a plug out there?
Instagram, Trouble at the Tavern.
I'm looking for a plug.
At
Shut up.
Trouble at
Throw
the
it.
Tavern.
Trouble at the Tavern, everywhere you listen to podcasts, Instagram, emails.
Trouble at the Tavern.
Send us your
podcast.com.
questions. Send us your vibrator pics. Like,
Why are we still asking?
We're gonna
for
keep
those?
asking until we get one.
No one has sent one yet. If you do, you will get a prize.
We'll send you
No, what are
something.
you saying?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna-
we're gonna
we're gonna send
we've
you
been
something.
saying this
Okay.
forever that we'll
Okay,
send
okay.
them
the first
something.
vibrator picture that comes in, you will get a dice.
And with that statement, we've officially recorded our last episode of Trouble at the Tavern. We'll see you next time, hopefully, if we don't get canceled, on episode 20 of Trouble at the Tavern, as well as The Last Call, joined once again by
Episode
Chris,
20.
Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. Thanks for listening. Take it away with the slow jazz.
The slowest of jazz.
Okay.